Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh my goodness gracious me. So we got a part 2, chat. So we got a part 2 specifically on the woke VTubers are having their masks off. So now you know that, you know, if these are your Oshis and you're watching them or so, maybe you might want to rethink about it. Maybe, who knows? But let's see what other people have to say about this. Let's see what other indie VTubers talk about this. This is not really good, to be honest.
Hey, what's up, guys? Riff here. So it's been a very crazy 48 hours, especially on Twitter. It's been an eye-opening experience where we've seen people go completely mask off over an event relating to American politics. Now, what was that event? Well, very quickly to summarize, on Saturday, there was an assassination attempt against former President Donald Trump. Miraculously, he would only be grazed in the ear by one of the bullets, and the shooter was immediately dispatched. However, the unfortunate news is that an innocent bystander had their life taken by a stray bullet. Now, the reaction to this on social media, Twitter in particular, has been absolutely disgusting. And as Chibi Reviews here points out, it has been an eye-opening experience to see how many people lack a moral compass. People on Twitter were glorifying and encouraging acts of violence like we saw on Saturday against people who they
actually
have
literally actual views. like literally a bunch of like just unbelievable people, to be honest. It's just so disgusting to take a look at, to be honest.
It is absolutely disgusting what people are saying, and it's from all over, all walks of life. People are saying these crazy things. You have people even like Jack Black saying next time the shooter better not miss.
Excuse me? Tenacious, don't miss Trump next time. Tenacious D. These people are sick and want you dead. What the oh my god.
All over, all walks of life, people are saying these crazy things. You have people even like Jack Black saying next time the shooter better not miss. And yesterday I spent some time and talked about what's going on in the VTuber scene.
Fucking disgusting,
a lot of people,
to be honest,
were making various comments in the VTubing scene about this event. Very disgusting comments. We saw some
actual literally disgusting human beings, to be honest.
And today we're gonna
I've been lucky enough that Mama Azathoth, like I haven't told Mama Azathoth about this, so she can just wipe the planet completely in like one gulp, to be honest. Like Mama Azathoth can, like me and Mama Azathoth can literally like, even my sister, we can literally destroy this planet if we want to in a snap of a finger.
We're going to do just that. We're going to keep looking at more VTubers.
Actually, we can literally destroy this entire galaxy system, to be honest.
As well as game journalists who are saying similar things about this event. And before we get into the new examples, I just want to really reflect here for a second. I spent a lot of time going through the comments of this video, and I have to say, I am very, very impressed.
He did got stupid. He honestly did got stupid. That stupid juice in Hollywood, to be honest, definitely got to his head, to be honest. That's actually just unbelievably just wrong.
Impressed with how people reacted to this video. I am happy to see people from all ends of the political spectrum, people from all walks of life, coming together and realizing that glorifying and encouraging violence over politics is too far. And I'm glad people got there and made that realization together, but I'm not surprised that people were doing that in the comments of my video. So what did we talk about? Well, a lot of VTubers, like these ones right here, making disgusting comments about the situation. However, today we're going to focus on a new one from a VTuber named Pepper. So what?
Oh no. Oh no.
What is Pepper up to? Well, she made this tweet saying this. Oh, right. Since my timeline won't stop and I just saw a similar post, I want to say something about that assassination attempt yesterday. I think they should have had better aim. I'm all for game-ending people who shouldn't be in power. We British people have done similar many times.
Damn, man. Damn. And you actually have a support people? Like, people actually support you? Like, are you serious? Like, you actually have people, like... This person isn't even American. This person is literally British. Literally say, we British people have done similar many times.
So this person is openly saying that not only should Donald Trump have been actually assassinated on Saturday, they're also saying they are all for game ending people that they believe shouldn't be in power. Totally mask off. And they would go even further saying this. Basically, I'm saying some people deserve it. Project 2025 could harm Americans a lot. For one, they want to take away women's rights to vote and ban abortions nationwide from what I've seen. And God, we've fought enough to have it. If it happens, I will go over there and help myself. This is
Some people say that if Trump died, it would be an ember of a civil war. Damn, dude, that's crazy. To be honest, their life is not going to be better if Donald got killed. Yeah, yeah, their life isn't gonna get better. To be frankly honest, dude, this is dude. These VTubers are like pathetic. I'm gonna be honest with you. They actually really are.
is absolutely insane. People like this are so delusional and their worldview is so delusional that they're living in an episode of The Handmaid's Tale, okay? They really think these things are going to happen, that women are going to lose their right to vote if Donald Trump is elected president. That is absolutely insane. And also this mention of Project 2025, I just want to share this funny DM I got. Some people were a little angry about my video yesterday. You know, the video where I condemned political violence. This person said, bro, F you, hypocrite, and F Project 2025, effing Nazi. You make
What even is Project 2025? What is that? I've never heard of that in my entire life. What is this? Even I don't know what this is. What is Project 2025? What is this? It's not enough for conservatives to win elections if we are going to rescue the country from the grips of the radical left. We need both a governing engine and a right people in place ready to carry this agenda out of the day one of. This is the goal of the 2025 presidential transition project. The project will build it on 4 pillars that will collectively pave the way for an effective conservative administration. I really don't know too much about it, to be honest. This is a project is the effort to the broad coalition of the conservative organizations that have come together to ensure successful administration begins on January 2025 with the right conservative policy recommendations are properly vetted and trained personnel and implements them. We will take back our government. 2025 transition project is being organized by Heritage Foundation of the Bills of Heritage alongside mandate of leadership, which is highly influential to the president's inspiration since the Reagan era. Most recently, the Trump administration relied heavily on the heritage mandate for the policy of guidance, embracing nearly 2/3 of the heritage proposals within just 1 year in office. Paul Dance, the former chief of staff of office personnel management OPM during the Trump presidential serves as a director of the 2025 presidential transition to projects. Spencer blah 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 blah. Former special assistants to the president of the associate president of the. Okay, I see. Okay, I'm so confused, but like I kind of understand. I can kind of understand what it is. A wish list for a Trump presidency. Explain. The proposal of the Republican Party platform is expected to be approved at the party's national convention next week, but a much of more detailed think tank proposal has drawn attention to some suggestions. Project 2025 was created by the Heritage Foundation think tank and runs for nearly 900 pages. Led by the former Trump administration officials, it calls for a sacking of thousands of civil servants, expanding the power of the president, dismantling the the Department of Education, sweeping tax cuts and a ban on pornography, halting sales of the abortion pills, and a whole lot more. Okay. There's a substantial agreement between many parts of the official Republican Party platforms and Project 2025. Although the think tank document is much more detailed and in some policy areas and goes much farther than the party line, there's a sharper contrast between the two when it comes to the issues of abortion, with Heritage urging much more aggressive anti-abortion policies. Democrats have highlighted Project 2025 more controversial proposals and called the document a blueprint for second Trump term in office. However, Trump and his campaign have denied and downplayed its influence. Interesting. Huh. Increase the fundings of the wall for the U.S.-Mexico border. Once the Trump signature proposes in 2016, it's proposed to document the project of 2025. It also proposes dismantling the Department of Homeland Security and combining it with the other immigration enforcement units and other agencies, creating a much larger and more powerful boarding police operation. Other proposals include eliminating visa categories for crime and human trafficking victims, increasing fees on immigrants, and allowing fast tracked applications for migrants who pay a premium. Not all of those details are repeated in the Republican platform documents, but the overall headlines are similar, and the party is promising the implement of the largest deportation program in American history. I see. Interesting. Climate and economics, and then abortions and families, tech and educations, and the plans for the future. So 2025 is backed by a 22 million budget that includes strategies for implementing policies immediately after the presidential inauguration in January of 2025. Heritage is also creating a database and conservative of loyalists to fill government positions, and the program to train those new workers. Democrats led by the Jared Huffman, a congressman from California, have launched a Stop Project of 2025 task force, and many of the proposals would likely face immediate legal challenges from Trump's opponent if implemented. I see. Yeah, do your own research. Do your own research.
Make lolicons look like garbage. As a left-wing lolicon myself, wow. Thanks for sharing all that.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's a new one. I've been called a Nazi for 5,000 different reasons that don't make any sense, but hey, at least this one's a new one, right? Condemning political violence is apparently a core tenet of the Nazi party. But anyways, back to the VTuber in question here, Pepper. The only thing they would actually respond to when they were being very heavily criticized for their comments about this situation, this was the only thing they replied to. Someone calling them fat. That was the only thing they felt was important enough to respond.
Yeah, it's just the Democrats hate the plan. That's about it. So, the biggest one is just the abortion one that they complain a lot about it. So, but like at the end of the day, right? Like I could kind of see both spectrums, right? Right? Specifically. But it's like people who do the abortion thing is because they had unprotected sex, you know? But it's kind of like, well, that's your fault for having unprotected sex, And then, she got pregnant, and then, well, Lord it behold, So.
Onto by
and like just be more responsible. That's it,
showing a
It's not
picture of
rocket
themselves
science.
to disprove that. They don't care that they're being labeled as this crazy person who's encouraging violence against people.
I see why they want to put more stricter laws or so on the abortion thing. I see it. I see why. Like you're basically killing you're killing a new life inside of you. Well, as a girl, of course. You're basically killing it. Barely even popping out of the womb and whatnot, because you decided to have accidental sex. Well, unprotected sex, I should say. So I can kind of see why that specific side, it like makes that argument specifically about it. So
they don't politically agree with. They're concerned about how people view their physical appearance. That is absolutely insane. And like I said, we're going to see many different people from all walks of life getting in trouble for this stuff.
No freaking way. The brand ambassador for Smite Games encouraged Trump shooter to try again since taken down and defends her belief that this assassination tip was faked. When I went to check her page, she already had pre-blocked prior to this tweet, despite never. Oh my god, dude. You can't be serious, dude.
Stuff. Let's focus on a new person. This post made by Mark Kern saying, brand ambassador for Smite encouraged Trump shooter to try again since...
I'm not playing Smite. Fuck that. If you have someone who is a brand ambassador and thinks that the assassination was fake and they want the shooter to try again on Trump, you just literally made Smite, the brand of Smite, bad 100%. And I will not be playing this game. I will not be playing this game. No, thank you.
Taken down and defends her belief that the assassination attempt was faked. Yes, I don't know what it is about brand ambassadors. It's
a girl. It's a girl, so.
Ambassadors to whether it's Twitch, games, what have you, who say the most unhinged stuff with this.
This person is a G Fuel Energy partner. This person is a Samsung partner, and this person literally said, "Hey, they should try again and assassinate Donald Trump." That's just pathetic, to be honest. That's honestly just generally, you should be ashamed of yourself. You really should be ashamed of yourself for saying that 100%. I don't care how much you hate the guy. You don't like his antics. You don't like his opinions. You don't like anything. Nobody deserves to die. Nobody.
Label in their bio. It's like showing up to a public space wearing your work uniform and then saying a bunch of crazy stuff. It is a terrible idea. But here's what they said. In a now deleted tweet, they said, if at first you don't succeed, ... a very unsubtle encouragement of people doing more violent acts like they did on Saturday. And then they said this is so staged though, and going to be very effective.
Someone actually fucking died, you stupid bitch. I swear to God. Actual literally like brain rot, like literally doesn't know anything that happened. A father actually died. A friend actually died on that day. And you think it's fake? You actually think it's fake? I hope you lose everything, to be honest.
Which is a straight up conspiracy theory. This is straight up misinformation. Like, this is crazy that they would say this. But they would go further and say, to be 100% clear, I absolutely believe the target of today's shooting would sacrifice his own supporters to further his candidacy. I think that is the ultimate tragedy behind the Trump grift. He does not care about the people who have made him who he is. At the time I made this initial tweet, I had seen that no one was seriously injured in the shooting today. Knowing now that 2 died, I regret using flippant language, but I do believe it is wrong to speculate about the political implications of an assassination attempt. By the way, they're saying 2 people died. One of them was the shooter, by the way. And they're seeing...
Yeah, one of them is the shooter because they killed him on the spot. One actually died. One innocent man actually died. So, yeah, one person actually died on that tragic day while he was defending. He literally defended his wife and daughter, you know, and his friend was trying to stop the bleeding or so. I saw the video. I literally saw the video of him
for that.
Of him
That's
dying,
very
basically.
Interesting. But yeah, in reaction to all this, they have privated their account like everyone else does in these situations.
Actual fucking patheticness. Tempe the hag. You're a hag. You're in your 30s and this is how you act and think and talk or so. What an actual pathetic person, to be honest. You're an actual pathetic human being, to be honest. Like, literally. I would literally throw you in the void for you to suffer for the rest of your life, to be honest.
They say the most out-of-pocket stuff on Twitter, and the second they receive any criticism, they immediately run and hide. So now we're going to move on to the next section of this video, the games journalist who had to say something about this situation.
Oh my god, the game journalists have to talk about this too? Like, why? No one cares about your politics. We only care about the games, your game reviews and shit like that. Why are you even bothering?
And it probably doesn't surprise you to see these familiar faces like Alyssa Mercante from Kotaku, who had this initially to say, making jokes about the shooter, and Mark Kern saying, "Did you tweet and delete these?" tagging her on Twitter right here. And the funny thing is, I don't have an issue with these particular tweets. She's making fun of the shooter, which is totally fair game, but I think it's more funny because they would start tweeting and then immediately change course, as Mark Kern would point out. They would make a few tweets on the situation and all of a sudden delete everything, and then instead of actually tweeting, they would just spam retweets, basically sharing their thoughts through other people to, I guess, avoid getting criticism themselves. Sharing stuff like this, saying, "The dumbass who stared longingly into the sun during an eclipse stood up out of the Secret Service's protection for a photo op without knowing there were more shooters." And that is just complete misinformation. At that point, they knew the threat was neutralized. And when he put his fist up in the air, that was just to defy everything that was going on and to show strength. And I think it's really funny that Twitter people like this must think it's staged for someone to show toughness and bravery. They think it must be some sort of a dumb decision or something that's staged. But anyways, Alyssa wasn't the only person at Kotaku who was doing this strategy of just retweeting other people's words. And Carolyn here, we've talked about it before, would do the same, retweeting all of these messages, even saying or retweeting a message that said that they don't care about Trump's health, basically being very flippant.
That's good, because I don't care about you guys either, so.
Of this whole situation.
That makes two of
and
us.
Acting like this entire assassination attempt was taking attention away from what's happening in Gaza, and they had an issue with that. And on top of that, this is her latest retweet saying, "Political violence is when violence is done to a politician. Everything they cause is a different thing, and you shouldn't worry about it." That's a very strange thing to share after an attempted assassination. But anyways, let's move on to another person we've seen on this channel, a producer from Halo. Now you can see they're locked down as well because they made this tweet saying, "If y'all cared even half this much when it's a school of children, we'd be a much safer place." So they're
What are you talking about, dude?
using this situation to virtue signal about gun rights. And this is the same person, we talked about this in a previous video, who made a tweet stating, "I honestly don't think I could work on a game that glorifies or fantasizes modern guns, Call of Duty, Battlefield, RB6. I've had moments I've struggled with Halo, but the weapons and world is pretty sci-fi, which creates a large enough separation from reality." This is the person who's going to tell you about gun rights, the person who literally can't separate fiction from reality and has a meltdown if guns in a video game look a little too realistic. So this whole situation, the past 48 hours or so, has been very eye-opening, like I said earlier. And I think everyone here should take a look around. I'm probably not going to make another video going through people making comments about the assassination attempt. I think you guys get the point. But still be vigilant. Go around. See what people are saying. Because VTubers, content creators, celebrities, what have you, they're all going completely mask off. They feel safe enough to say these completely unhinged and violent things. And they think they're
I saw memes about it. I saw memes about it.
Playing their ukulele today. A lot of them are trying to apologize and move on and delete their tweets and act like nothing happened. But pay attention. Let them speak. Let them out themselves.
I'm a hag. I'm you know, because everyone's saying it on Twitter, so that you know, everyone at the age, apparently, you know, well, I'm like super hag, to be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm like mega ultra hag. You know, I've been on this planet for like centuries now. You know, I've seen King Tut, you know, in like, you know, diapers basically. So, but like people who are, you know, because you know, they say like specifically, right? You know, like some of these people are so young, you know, and especially that one person who is a representative or so of Smite posting that shit, and she's a hag, right? I'll be like, woman, I do not want to see you like nowhere near that territory of you being a hag, to be honest. Because at this point, you're a kid. You're actually are a kid for having that mentality and thinking that it's okay. You know, it is okay for that to happen. You know, but I don't know. For me personally, like I said, I don't care. Like, you know, like for me, like Donald Trump, like yeah, maybe there's something I disagree about him. I don't know. I don't watch politics, okay? I really don't. I'm just here to entertain my audiences and that's pretty much it. So, like seriously, I'm just here to entertain my audiences. They're here to come hang out with me, have a good time, you know, take away their worries or so from real life, and you know, just have a good time and hang out with me is all. And then seeing this shit is just that's just terrible, to be honest. Like literally, these people are just unbearable to listen to and read to be honest. Read these people what they tweet or so is actually pathetic, to be honest. Be careful, you know. Your VTuber could be the same thing, you know. Their mask will come off and they'll talk about the assassination or so and make fun of it, you know, because they think it's funny. They think it's ha ha ha. Life was taken away from somebody. It's so funny. Ha ha ha. It's so funny. Wow. I don't like gold blonde hair man. Oh, he should have died, you know. Oh, try again, you know. No, dude. That's just not cool, dude. I don't care how much you hate this person. It's just no, dude. No. But anyways, like I said, just be careful who you're watching or so, you know. Even Mr. Jack Black decided to speak on that situation. And I thought Jack Black was pretty cool, but I think that the Hollywood stupid juice is getting to him or so specifically for that. How dare you actually? Actually, how dare you? These people who have who have like partnerships and everything like that too as well, you know, you should be ashamed of yourself. Be ashamed of yourself. I think you should probably lose those sponsorships and partners, to be honest, in my personal opinion. So you can learn a valuable lesson of not making stupid shit, you know. It's like so dumb. I'm gonna be honest with you, just so dumb, to be honest. You know, you just don't mess around with the life, to be honest. Especially when someone gets assassinated like that, you know. So yeah. Anyways, you know, you guys can leave me down in the comment sections down below. You guys can let me know what you guys think specifically. Personally, like I said, I don't follow any politics, and I just don't approve of the assassination that happened. To be honest, especially because someone actually died on that day, and these people think it's fake or something. You know, these people think it's fake, and it's not. Someone actually did die. I saw the video. There was a lot of blood and a bit of brain parts splattered on that bleacher. And yeah. Anyways, that's all I gotta say. And yeah, peace.